Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Music is way too loud in my headphones. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? It is Wednesday, my dudes. We are playing games. We're playing Minecraft today. Thought about playing TFT because I've been absolutely obsessed with trying to get wins on TFT to no avail. But it'll be nice and chill to just like mine shit out and talk, hang out. Um, I've made a lot of good progress um, on my project. So yeah, let me switch audio to something a little more good for streaming. This looks fine. Celtic mystique, Celtic music. Um, yeah, I'm gonna be playing Minecraft. Let's see, how's my week gone so far? Monday we did music stuff. I forgot to send that over to the vocalist, to Wham and to Twiggy, what I did, and to talk about it. And I forgot to do that yesterday as well. And I forgot to do it today, but at some point I'm going to get that over to them. I've been feeling really inspired to make music. Um, Maybe more than just lo-fi. We'll see. It always takes me like a very, 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 very long time though. So like that would probably have to be either some of the work off stream or maybe a week where I do multiple music streams in a week or something. I'm not sure. But but yeah. Oh wait, did my now playing thing? Where is it? Oh, it's still working. Okay. It looks very small. Um so yeah. It's you, Kitsune 2003 Pad. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. Just chatting a little bit while everything gets loaded for Minecraft. Also, my dog is super worried that I'm sitting here talking. She thinks that I'm talking to her. You think I'm talking to you, Belle? Huh? You think I'm talking to you? You still haven't quite figured out this streaming thing yet, huh? It's the time of day when that guy does that crazy thing where he sits in front of his computer and talks really loud. She gets too excited. Anyway, don't bite me. Don't bite me. She's very playful. She's still a puppy. So how's everybody's Wednesday been? Uh, am I the only one that enjoys watching your streams? No, there's a few people, few drifters who come by. Um, J Dog is one of them. I got a couple of friends who pop in every now and then, but just depends on what stream too. Because like, Mondays I do music editing that attracts different people than like gaming, and then Wednesdays when I do weird hand cam stuff that attracts different people. Like I have an online friend, Jesse Lockhart, who sometimes pops in on here, but he's more likely to pop in on Fridays when I'm doing weird shit because he's like all about just seeing some weird shit. You got to really like capture his attention, and then he shows up. But especially if I'm playing Minecraft, he doesn't show up because Minecraft is not his game. Um, so yeah, I do appreciate you being here though. It's always nice. It's always nice seeing a familiar face. Um, I should just get right to it, right? Let's see if this button works. My stream preview thing is on a bit of a delay. Um, I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it's capturing Minecraft. That's great. So now I have to open up OBS. I've been trying to stream just out of. Oh, it's because it's capturing Craft. I've been trying to stream out of just the Twitch like broadcast window because it gives me the request queue, which is something that I can't view in OBS. There's like a activity feed for OBS, but not the request queue. Did you see the Discord link I sent you on Twitter? I think I need you to send it again because I checked like yesterday and I didn't see it, and then I checked again today and I was like, oh, I have. It's not like DMs off. It's like allow message requests from people I follow only. So I switched that to allow message requests from everybody. So it might have just like auto held it. I'm not sure. What the? Oh. So yeah, please do send it again. Send it again. Send it again. Thank you. Thank you. I will take a look. I definitely don't need filters. Oh, those are blocks of iron. Okay, okay. I was in the process of cleaning up my storage system a little bit because as I mine layers down, I'm going to need to keep expanding this down. So I just wanted to get it like started. I think it'll take way too much to fill all the way around the outside right now. In the future I will, but not right now. Why am I getting... No. Why am I getting... No. Did it happen again? This keeps breaking where like my filters for some reason... Oh my god. I'm lagging. I'm lagging. What's happening? Okay. Oh my god, what the... That was so much lag. Why do you have a sword? Where did he even get that from? Well, there goes one totem. For nothing, man. Lost a totem for nothing. Oh my god, and that's the hole. That's not my... What is with the lag? I never get lag like this. Twerk.gif. It could be... I added a plugin for... I forget what it's called, but I added a plugin that... What are those on the wall? Are those torches all the way up there? Oh well. I added a plugin that like vastly increases the render distance. So maybe that's it. I'm not exactly like viewing the horizon or anything. Anyway, back to what I was doing. There we go. My filters, for whatever reason, keep popping out. No, they're in there. That was just residual, I guess. I just had a bunch of residual trash in there, I guess. Why did it... I'm getting a little bit frustrated. Just a little bit, though. Stone, 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 stone. Andesite should not be in there. Cobblestone should not be in there. Ugh. Andesite, polished diorite. Bro, I don't think the people in 9/11 remembered Nick at 30's intro. Wait, what? Don't think the people in... What? What are we talking about? I'm so confused. Andesite, diorite, polished diorite. Yeah, there we go. I tried to direct tweet the link and it thought was a robot. I thought I'm gonna try another way. Yeah, just try DMing it to me on Twitter. That should work. Should work. I don't know what's going on with Twitter. Twitter be going through some stuff lately. Dirt. I feel like I did these chests already. I guess there was another row of chests there. Oh wait, did you see the Joker clip? I did. It was pretty good. I was hoping he died better. Like, he certainly died. He certainly got his ass shot and died. But for some reason I was hoping for him just to like flop dead. Just like, It was pretty great though. It was pretty freaking great. That's the sort of thing I expect to see out of the Joker, you know? Were there spiders up there? Why did I see... I've been doing this manually because it's where all the items are gonna go anyway. And it takes a long time to feed them into to feed all of this down this hole. It would take forever, so I'm just manually moving this stuff over because it's time to get back to digging, so I need these chests gone. I promise this will get more interesting eventually. I don't need this. Oh my god. I'm playing windowed because frick full screen mode. Every time you click out of Minecraft on full screen mode, it needs to like re-render everything. Horrible. Ugh. That wasn't meant to be a stealth takedown. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, he took him down. Wait, that's just in the game? I thought that was like a mod or something. I thought that was like an animation. That's just in the game. You can just kick people in the balls. That's fantastic. I need to play more Batman games. That's really good, really good. Ball kicking should be in every game. At least as an option, you know. Hopefully it sends this time. It should. Like I said, I had my settings wrong on Twitter, so should be able to get it tonight. I'll get it and check it out. Yep. More cobblestone. I don't know if this is the best way to do this sorting system. I could just copy, like, you know, not a SciCraft, but like one of the big name YouTubers who have epic, gigantic item sorters. But other than the top, I wanted to make it a little bit, you know, my own, so I went with this monstrosity that you see here. The idea being that items can very quickly get loaded into the chest boats, and then very quickly sucked out of the chest boats and into this that just tries to get them down as fast as possible. And then at the very bottom, it will just be a chest. I also don't want to use chests all the way, despite that they're more storage, because they create slightly more lag. A chest does. And when you're talking about chests on this scale, that would start being a lot more lag. So since this is a server, I figured I would do this. And this is also going to go down another like 20 layers or so. It's going to be like 25 or 26 rows of crates. 420 channel points. Yeah. Wait, do I have something that costs 420? I forget. Or is that just how much you have? That's just how much you have. I need to set something to 420. Like hydrate should be 420 or something. I don't know. Some of them are set to like automatically, where Twitch just automatically determines what it should be based on like the amount of points that people are accumulating. Also, me and my Xbox boys got good news. The Activision Blizzard transaction most likely going through. I heard. I saw that. Yeah. I was like, I saw that on Twitter, and then I was like, wait, wasn't this like forever ago? And then I was like, I guess it's been held up in legislation about whether or not it's legal, whether it would create a monopoly or something. I don't know. I don't know all the details, but politics. Politics are involved. And I can't, because it's been so long now, I can't quite remember what it means. Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard? Is that what it is? Is it Microsoft buying them? Interesting. I got 3.3k points. Nice! Racking them up. COD is coming to Game Pass. Oh, I see, I see. Can we please listen to Pumpkin Hill Zone while you play? Do you want to listen to the original or my cover? I can play my cover. Let me see. Also, hopefully the music was loud enough. I have it really quiet for me. It looked like it was audible on stream. Here's my cover. I look forward to there we go. How loud is this? Pretty loud. Fine. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I'm hearing someone saying. I'm not sure how it'll sound when it's done. Rainy Shark sent it to, I believe is sending it to another mixer to do another mix of it. I'm excited to hear how it sounds if like a talented mixer gets their hands on it. So yeah, that'll be cool. No more paying £70 for the game. Nice. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. To me, I'm just gonna creep down a pumpkin hill. I got to find my lost piece and sense it in my feet. That's my username on Twitter. It should be linked below. It's Akage Kitsune. Because Akafox and Akafox 1 through like 12 were taken. Actually, there might have been like an Akafox 7 or something, but I'm like, if I can't be 5, I might as well not even do it. Go figure that all the Akafoxes were taken. Get out of here. That's so rude. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to what that sounds like after another mixer gets their hands on it. Somebody who's more talented. I keep qualifying with that. It's like I did make it clear when we started. I was like first of all, I'm getting back into MIDI music comp, into DAW, so it might not be like the greatest quality, but I felt confident that I could replicate that song. And I did. I feel like I did a good job replicating that song. Then it's just a matter of taste about like how Rainy wants it to sound. But I was like, when it comes to mixing, I was like, I can do a mix. I can't promise that it'll be good because I just don't know. I'm not like a mixer. I can mix and I know a few things, but I've never like finished. I've never like mixed a song like for somebody else. So I don't know. It's like good enough for me might not be good enough for somebody else. So um, I'm excited to hear what another mixer does with that. And then I want to compare like what I did and what they did and use it as a learning opportunity. But it's a kind of a unique learning opportunity because it's a learning opportunity where you get to compare your take of a thing with somebody else's take of a thing. It'd be like it'd be like drawing the exact same drawing as like a professional artist and looking at how they drew it and looking at how you drew it. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I can't see. Um, Oh, on Minecraft? My Minecraft username? I can't remember. It might just be AkaFox5. Let me see. Yeah, it's just AkaFox5. Um, Actually, you should play the Awesome Mix playlist. It's amazing. By the way, there's no points for a song request. Oh my god, I still forgot. I still forgot the song request thing. I will remember it at some point. Awesome Mix playlist. Awesome Mix playlist. Maybe, maybe. We'll let this play for a little bit. Can you hear this, by the way? Can you hear the Celtic music that's playing? I don't know how clear it is. Oh my god, is this already? Oh, I was like, what is that? I don't even use Microsoft. I guess I do for Minecraft now that we have to. A little bit. It might need to be louder. I mean, it's a quiet song. It's all quiet, kind of atmospheric. Where's... How about I just do David Arkenstone? I like this guy. It's a good mix of stuff here. Hmm. I guess I didn't think about that. These had, um, excuse me. These had chests before, and now I've switched to this kind of like weird array here, and yeah, the storage on this is probably smaller. Hopefully I have enough room. I definitely do not have enough room. God damn it. Well, let's just see. Um, I don't know. Maybe there'll be enough room. We will see. We will see. I can't see again. A little bit. I just had to use a friend. Cool, cool, cool. Also, prove me wrong. Small streamers are better than big streamers, and here's why. Blah blah blah. Actually, see your message. That was not a link. It said number one. Oh, okay. One. They actually see your messages. Yeah, that's okay, I follow a fair number of big streamers, but if I like really break down where I spend my time, I spend my time more in small streams, small streamers streams. Yeah, because they'll actually read your messages and interact and all of that. Which not that big streamers won't. and a lot of them try, but you know, when there's 4,000 people in chat, it can be difficult to get to everyone. I mean, you're just text flying by at like lightning speed. I still enjoy them. It's different types of enjoyment. With like a small streamer, you're like kind of like part of the show. The chat is. With a large streamer, we're all just there watching a show, you know? It's like watching a stand-up comedian. We're all there to watch the comedian, and sometimes they interact with the crowd, but we're mostly there to watch their performance. At least that's how I see it. With small streamers, you're part of the performance. You're part of the act. I don't know which is better. I've had phases of both, like phases where I've watched a lot of bigger streamers, phases where I've watched a lot of smaller streamers. Now I feel like I hardly have time to watch streamers, other than my friends and mutuals. I try to make time to watch them. It's important to show support, especially because, you know, they need it. I mean, they don't need it, but they need it, you know? They'll survive without it, but it's nice to, you know, be like, hey, we're all on this grind, you know? That's why it's my favorite to go and raid, like, mutuals and whatnot after I stream. It's like, I may only have 4 viewers or whatever I've got, but when I get done, I'm going to send those 4 viewers off to where they're appreciated. Oh my god, I'm going to run out of space. No! These are all full. How much more do I have? Not like a lot. Not an impossible amount, I guess. Sand and sandstone. And cobbled deep slate. Let's see which lane is all this stuff in. No, I'm gonna be playing on this server for now. Cobbled deep slate. Here we go. Cobbled deep slate. Yeah, I mostly just play on this server. I try not to divide my attentions to different places. Wait, what happened? Number 2, they don't have 200 mods who abandon you over the word fart. Oh my god, he said fart mod, send him to the Google. You'll never catch me. No, stop him. Yeah, it's, as someone who's modded for a bigger streamer, I can say it can be difficult. So when you're modding for a bigger streamer, you have to make quick assessments. Like, is this person being a real piece of shit or not? And typically it's easier to just be like, they are. If I have to wonder, are they being a piece of shit? If I have to like question it, then I've like spent too much time thinking about it. Easier just to go, yes, they probably are being a piece of shit, and then ban them, because like in the end it'll be fine. The stream will continue, you know? The stream will go on. For that one person who is banned, it's like shitty. You know, it's a shitty situation. But for the rest of the stream, for the mods, for the streamers and everything, it's like if they're just like one person in 4,000, then it's like, sorry man, we had to guess about whether your comment was you trolling or whatever. It's easier just to say bye. It's a hard job, I'll admit. Difficult. Hades to suffer the wrath of being sent to Warzone 1 Glock. What if I just feel like a piece of shit? Jesus Christo, that's a lot of hopper action. Yeah. There's a lot of hopper. Have you guys seen this, by the way? I think I set this up off stream. But here, the first part of the item sorting chain is an LA assembly line. Because the coolest things about allays is they can sort non-stackable items. So anything that doesn't stack, these allays can, well, these ones aren't holding anything, but the allays can sort. And they even ignore metadata. So like this one has a trident. He will grab all tridents regardless of durability or enchants or anything like that. If it's a trident, he grabs it. And then Allays try to throw will try to throw items to music boxes. I know this doesn't look like one, but this is a music box. They just have to be linked to it. And so if a music box hits a note, all Allays within a certain number of blocks of it will be linked to it for like the next 20 or 30 seconds. So the idea is that items come along these water channels and flow across these plates, which clink the music box, which will relink all the Allays to the music boxes. And then let's say a trident comes along, it'll clink over this Allay holding the trident will grab it. He'll try to throw it to this music box, but he's stuck in a hopper, so the hopper immediately picks it up and then feeds it into this down here, which the Allays have 3 possible options of non-stackable things. They can get things that I want to keep, like rotten flesh for villager trades. Actually, that's not from the... Now that I look at it, that's not from the Allays because it's not non-stackable. This also is a mistake. But it amounts to stuff that I want to keep, like tridents or whatever, totems, things like that. Stuff that needs to get smelted, which would be like iron swords, iron armor, gold armor, all that. Regardless of enchantments or anything, it'll go to a chain that'll head to like a giant, smelting wall and feed into that. And stuff that burns, which is like bows, crossbows. That might actually be it. I'm trying to think of non-stackable things that burn. And I say bows, crossbows, whatever else. So that gets pulled out like right at the start of my item sorter, so no non-stackables will be going through. I'm very proud of it. This hurts my soul. I feel like I've said I got permachat banned of Iron Master's stream for calling a simp and was told to fuck myself by a mod. That's unfortunate. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, you just gotta be nice to people. Even if they are simps, even if they are, absolute idiots, you just try and be nice to them anyway. Because, like, what good comes of it? If you called them a simp, that's great. But like, they're still in there now, not banned, and you're out here, maybe chat banned. It's like they didn't lose anything, but you lost. So it's not really worth it, right? Not really worth it. Even if it's true, it's not really worth it. You gotta examine the potential cost, and then the value that can be gained, and weigh the two. The cost to you versus the value that you can gain from saying it. Also, something that, I'm not accusing you of this or anything, but something that I've seen from individuals before is getting banned in a streamer's chat and then like blaming the streamer. I've seen people in like unban requests be like, Pokimane banned me because this blah blah blah. And it's like, bro, Pokimane never even saw your message. Like, she did not ban you. She has no idea who you are. Calcite. I believe that this is calcite and tough are both in this lane. I don't know what to do with all this stone that won't fit into storage now. I'll just put it in here. Yeah. Smooth basalt has nowhere to go. Ooh. Yep, and at least I can get an IRL girlfriend rather than an AI. Iron Mouse isn't an AI, though. Iron Mouse is a real person. Just nobody in her chat is dating her. I mean, unless she's dating somebody IRL who happens to be in her chat, but that would be, like, unrelated. I refuse to speculate. Dun, 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 dun. As a streamer and as a VTuber, I must be on the record as perpetually single. Streamers and VTubers are not allowed to have significant others, right? Gotta stay single for chat. It's not parasocial at all. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, are these both dirt? Yeah, both dirt and then two of gravel? Am I an idiot? Am I an idiot? Oh, because gunpowder. I was like, why do I have so many lanes for gravel? Because gunpowder. That's why. That's why. That makes sense. That checks out. No, it had nothing to do with the streamer. It was just the mod. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. The mods are trusted to kind of operate autonomously because the streamer can't really be bothered. So the streamer just trusts that their mods are gonna like exercise their will and then like just sides with them. Like I've seen situations too where people may have gotten banned by an unfair mod or somebody who has like a personal vendetta against somebody and they're like, "Oh, this mod has a personal vendetta against me." And they'll try to get unbanned or something like that. And it's like you don't see that work because the streamer's like, "I ain't got time for this. I'm just going to trust that my mod did the right thing." And unless like overwhelming evidence starts coming forward of the otherwise, in which case it probably wouldn't come from the chat or from people who have been banned. It would come from like the other mods and like the longtime members of the community, you know? At least in my understanding and in most cases that I've seen. Yeah, typically a person who's been banned, their word no longer holds very much weight, and the streamer's like, "That's my mod. I'm just gonna side with them." In a lot of cases, these mods have been with the streamer for years, and so they're like, "I'm just gonna trust my guy. I know my guy, and I'm gonna trust my guy." You know, just easier that way, and the system like basically works. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes it messes up a little bit in the sense of like the wrong person getting banned or things getting misinterpreted, but we all do our best. We do our best. I know I meant simp for a fake AI model. Oh yeah. I understand. I understand. Run flash. What do I got? Dirt, tough, calcite, stone. Dirt. Tough, calcite. Sands. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh my god, I almost fell. Tough. Calcite. Three stone. 4 stone and 7 years ago. I guess I don't need to get rid of these chests yet. Deep slate. Are these cobbled? I saw deep slate tiles. Didn't I see deep slate tiles? Oh, there we go. Are any of these deep slate tiles? This resource pack makes it impossible to tell the difference. Okay. All cobbled. All cobbled. Bro, I'm a mod for a guy's stream and I'm super chill. You can pretty much say anything and I'll let it slide unless it crosses the line. Yeah. It gets a little bit different the larger that a streamer is, which I don't know if your guy is a large or a small streamer, but yeah, the larger the streamer gets, the less, because you get more trolls, you know. If you get more trolls, then it's like, we just need to be strict on people, not leave any room for anybody to slide by, you know. Tiles. This is gonna be difficult. I need to stop playing with this resource pack. It looks kind of cool, but like these deep slates all look the same. So this is cobbled. This is tiles, or is this tiles? What is this? This is deep slate. This is this over here. Okay. This one. These two. Oh no! These two. I'm pretty confident that I put that in the right chute. Ooh. Yeah, I was mod before I was mod for False ID. I was mod in a pair of small streamers, small Minecraft streamers stream, and like I didn't want to be mod there. I did not ask for it. I was a long time viewer, and they just made me a mod. Which, like honestly, for real, it was a bit of a buzzkill because like I legitimately was not trying to be a mod there. I was trying to be a troll in chat most of the time, and then once they made me a mod, I felt like I could no longer do that, which was a little bit of a bummer. But yeah, and also I made it clear to them multiple times. I was like, really, I'm not trying to mod, and they were like, it's fine. We're just gonna leave you a mod in case we need you for. And I was like, ugh, all right, well, like I'm not gonna, unless like there's like an emergency or something. I'm not really gonna do anything. I'm trying to just relax here and have fun. And so because of that, I was a pretty chill mod there. As in, I just didn't do anything. Ever. Restart device. Not now. I'm streaming. Deep Slate. Tough. Is here? Yep. Tough is not even a good block, but I might need it for like decorating. Oh my god, what is this? I just started getting to the catch-all chests. This is gonna have to start going in. Yeah, this is gonna have to start going in the chute. In the chute. Down the chute. Let's see. I'm okay with that because I'm one of them, a troll. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I need to have a button at the end of the catch-all storage at the end. I need to have a button that feeds all the items back into the sorter, so I can just like press a button and it just starts feeding all of the items in the catch-all back through the system. Ideally, I won't need to use that except for when I'm done here, when I'm done with this mining. But I guess in case something breaks, I don't have to like manually figure it out. I can just press a button and whoosh, they all go. Stick. Okay, I need to make sure those aren't filters because they will fuck up the whole system. Moonwalks away from the question. What question? Wait, also question I was wondering, did Michael Jackson still have the N-word pass even after he turned white? That is a difficult question to answer, or not one that I'm qualified to answer at all. So I'm also going to moonwalk away from the question. Yep. It's easier, personally, it's easier just to stay entirely clear of stay clear away of questions related to things that would offend people. I've had friends and people that I've known who are like, oh, you can't, I mean, not with the N-word, of course. I don't, to my knowledge, I don't have any friends who just like will blatantly use that word. But I've had friends who, like not even that long ago, there was a situation on Twitter about a certain Native American spirit and some people using it as like their VTuber model or whatever. It was like a whole debate. And personally, I've never had a problem with saying the word. And I've never heard of anybody having a problem with it, but some of the people in the debate were saying that even just the word is um, can draw like negative, like evil intentions, evil spirits, and stuff like that. So they don't even use the word. So out of respect for them, I just like stopped using it. Like in the conversation and everything, it became obviously it was very clear immediately that they were not comfortable with the word even being used because they weren't using it. So I was like, okay, I won't use it while I'm talking with them. I personally don't have a problem using the word, but apparently it is something that is bothersome to them. And so my whole point is like, it's very easy to just be like, oh, this person is bothered by this thing. Okay, I just won't say it then. It doesn't affect me at all. But I do have friends who are like, fuck that, they ain't telling me what I can and can't say. I'm like, fair enough. That's on you. I'm fine helping other people be comfortable. That doesn't bother me. Does not bother me in the slightest. Why is this goat horn in here? Let's see. Because he was born black but switched sideways through. I'm gonna go to bed. Have a good night, future Lord Akistan. Look, those allays are happy in there. There's nothing dictatorish going on. Well, I'm gonna say it. Nicotine. Does it play on Athelstan? Because you'll get a viral cover and blow up as well. That's the idea, Sarl. Before, if you're still here, Sarl, the idea. I mean, it wasn't like a scam or anything, but the idea was like, I can make. Okay, I remember when Athelstan first started, and I was like, I can make music at that level, the level of what he started at, and I felt like it was it's just an area of the VTuber sphere that's. It's not underrepresented. There are certainly VTuber musicians out there, but it's just an area, a niche that I felt I fit in, you know? And so, yeah, certainly Athelstan was a big inspiration. Also, he's just a cool motherfucker. I mean, shit. I simp for him hard. Yeah, I like Athelstan. Nigeria, nincompoop, nice. Niche. But yeah, I never knew with regards to this Native American spirit. It's the one. I mean, you guys probably know it and probably use the word, but it's the like deer-headed like death spirit. Death spirit might not be completely appropriate, but it's like a harbinger of death. It's like you or harbinger of death and or misfortune. I've heard different. I've heard told different ways. But that like a person sees it before basically becoming a cannibal, or a person sees it and then becomes a cannibal, or but it is a person who's become a cannibal or something like that. It's bad. It's bad news. It's one of the biggest boogeymen for First Peoples. Skinwalker, Wendigo. That's the one. That is the one. Yeah, and I was like, I've played TTRPGs that have included that as like an enemy, and so I've said that word plenty. But in talking with these people, there were multiple people who were clearly not comfortable with the word. They didn't even have to tell me; they just weren't using it. They weren't saying that. They were spelling it with gaps for the vowels, and they mentioned at one point that even just saying the name can draw negativity and malicious intent. And so I was like, fair enough, I won't say it. Like, you don't even got to tell me. If that's all it takes to make somebody comfortable, easy. You know? Like I said, I have plenty of friends who are like, other people can't tell me what I can and can't say. I can use whatever words I want. And I'm like, I have no problem making other people comfortable. And that's a very, very, very easy thing that I can do to make somebody comfortable. Simple. I appreciate the fact that it's so easy. I appreciate the fact that they're not like needing some super complicated like thing to feel comfortable. Same with like gender pronouns. I also have some friends who are a little bit more conservative who are like, you know, they're not going to blatantly misuse the wrong ones. At least my friends won't, but they're like, you know, not completely cool with all this gender pronoun stuff. I got some old friends, by the way. A little bit old school. Uh, Meanwhile, I'm like, you're telling me all that I got to do to help you be comfortable in this conversation is just use the pronouns that you ask me to use, that you tell me to use. Abso-fucking-lutely. That's a very, very, very easy way to help somebody feel comfortable. I appreciate having an easy method like that. I invited you to play with me. Yeah, I know. I just play on this server and just play alone. Well, I mean, there's other people on this server, but I don't typically do Minecraft collabs, with the exception of a friend that I did some speedrunning collabs with. Yeah. Don't really play with others, especially not, I mean, you're essentially just a stranger, right? You know, what if I go on, what if I join you on stream and then you type something absolutely heinous in chat and gets me banned on Twitch? Like, not that I necessarily think that you would, but, you know, I'm out here just building my base on this server for now, so. Nyarlathotep. Nyarlathotep. Is that an Egyptian thing or like a Babylonian spirit of some sort or something? How many points do I gotta pay you to play the Awesome Mix playlist? I forget. I've got it this weekend. This weekend I'm gonna set that up where we can do requests. But I can't do a whole playlist. It's gotta just be a song. It's gotta just be one song. I should set it up to do it automatically. I know there's ways to do it automatically. There's very easy ways to do it automatically with Spotify, but I'm not using Spotify. I'm using a third-party YouTube music app. So there should be a way, because this app has API that lets it be controlled by third-party software. So there most certainly is a way to do it automatically, where you could just like click a little point redeem thing and then put a link in, and then it'll feed the YouTube link in to the playlist. That would take a little bit more learning. I don't know. I'll probably learn that sort of stuff eventually. I'm at a point where I feel like I need to start learning stuff, especially since I can get subscribers and have people subscribing. I'm like, oh my god, I need to offer you guys content. I wasn't ready for like subscribers. I wasn't ready for affiliate. So I'm like, I don't know nearly enough. I don't have nearly the knowledge to provide you guys with anything. And I'm sorry for that. But I'm going to learn. I have things to learn on my list of stuff to do. One thing that I'm going to work on is, have you guys seen the VTubers that have little like companion mascot things? And they talk, they read TTS. I plan to set that up for my stream. I have links and YouTube videos and everything. I've watched a little bit, but I'm like, okay, I'm gonna need a weekend to sit down and grind this out. But I'll have a little companion mascot to read TTS. Which, by the way, there should be TTS. There's TTS, I think, available if you do 100 bits. It'll read your message in TTS, or I think I set up like 250 channel points, or like 500 channel points to read TTS. I don't know. I just added it. So if you want to use channel points to make a TTS message, that's available. Am I a stranger? Yes, I am. Don't trust me, Aka. I'm a fox. I definitely, if you got fox in your name, anybody with fox in their name, I don't trust at all, but I will follow. There's a fox VTuber. I haven't watched them yet. I need to watch them at some point. Their name is Falseco. So on my Twitter timeline, I get false ID and also Falseco. I should watch her at some point. I think she followed me back after I followed her. I can't remember. Let's see. One song, Since You've Been Gone, or Come and Get Your Love. Wait, Since You've Been Gone, like the... who is that? Who does that song? That song, Since You've Been Gone, I can't breathe for the first time. That song? Ah, see you, Sorrow. Bye. Um, my name is Top J Dog 16. Top J Dog 16. No, it's a different one. Oh, okay, good, good, good. Please invite me to your world. I can do it after stream, not whitelisting people since I'm the admin for the server. It is a public server. It only real require. It's just a VTuber tribute server, fan server. So anybody is welcome as long as they go. You know, they just reach out to me on Discord and I can whitelist them and then join the Discord for the server. Yeah, but I do that after stream. Cannot be whitelisting people and setting things up during stream. I suppose I should probably have the Discord server linked somewhere so that I didn't think about that. I did not think about that. Yep. It is a Java server. Excuse me. So we used to have an add-on that allowed Bedrock players to come on as well, but that broke a couple of updates ago, and I checked for a while to see when it was going to update, and I didn't see it for a long time, so I stopped checking. It's probably updated by now. It would also take some more learning on my end because I previously did the lazy version, which just bypassed the authentication, the Minecraft authentication servers, which allowed griefers to get on the server. So I was like, I gotta shut this shit down and learn how to do it the right way, where it still authenticates names, but it authenticates Bedrock names versus the Bedrock servers and Java names versus the Java servers. Have to somehow set it up so that the game can think that it's Bedrock or Java. It is a little bit weird though, I've been told, for the Bedrock players because it plays by Java rules even if you're on Bedrock. So it's like you join the server and suddenly there are things that work differently. Some things that work differently. Oh, it's a different one. See, you made Big Sad. I wanna join, but I'm broke and can't get a PC currently. Yeah, that's another thing on my to-do list is to figure out that plugin again. But if I get it set up, then Bedrock will work. Crucifilth, hello. How you doing? Hope you're enjoying your Wednesday. We're doing some Minecrafting, chill, listening to music, talking about stuff. How's your day been? What, if anything, have you been up to? I guess it depends on what time of day. Maybe you're just waking up. I don't know. Wait, is it morning anywhere in the world right now? Like Hawaii, maybe? Which side of the international date line is Hawaii on? Is it morning in Hawaii right now? Crucifilth, if you're in Hawaii, please verify. On the off chance that you're in Hawaii, is it morning in Hawaii? Chillin' just got off work. Okay, good. I assumed that it was at least not morning. Everybody has had their Wednesday at this point, I'm pretty sure. Or worst case scenario, they're in the middle of it, maybe. It's Thursday for me. You lied to me. I'm in the UK. But you still had a Wednesday. You had it yesterday. Yeah. How was your Wednesday? How was your yesterday? Was it a good Wednesday? I quite like Wednesdays, man. Wednesday, let me tell you, I get as excited on Wednesday as I do on Friday, because like when you're in the middle of the day on a Wednesday, it's suddenly like, oh shit, Wednesday's almost over, and it's just downhill from there. I mean, it's like for a while Thursday was the new Friday, Wednesday's starting to be the new Friday. Suddenly hits you like I'm almost through my workday on Wednesday. Then on Thursday for me, I get to work from home, which means listen to music loud and sometimes even just play a video game on the side while working. Like yesterday I played TFT all day and still got more work done than my coworker. I just had TFT matches going on the side all day. And that made for a good fucking work day, let me tell you. We had Pizza Hut. Hell yeah, man. I'm thinking about having some pizza tomorrow. It's payday tomorrow, so maybe not Pizza Hut. Well, yeah, Pizza Hut or Little Caesars or something. Some kind of pizza. It's been a little while. I like I mean, go-to is like meat lovers or pepperoni or whatever, but I've been obsessed with like this garlic, whatever they call it, garlic chicken parmesan pizza. Has like a garlic parm sauce chicken. It might be bacon now that I think about it. It might be like a garlic chicken bacon thing. I don't know what's all on it, man, but it's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, it's not that exotic or anything. As I'm describing it, I realize how normal it sounds, but it's pretty new to me since I'm used to just like meat lovers, pepperoni, sometimes cheese. I don't know, Chad, I don't know if you know this about me, but I have a really, really, like, shitty taste palette. That's not a good way to describe it. So, the simple way to describe it is that I'm a picky eater. The better way to describe it is that, like, certain tastes are ultra intense, and so I can't really tolerate them. Especially, like, spice. So, like, spicy food, I can't stand for shit, but it's not just spice. Like bitterness and sourness and like so many tastes are like ultra intense for me, so I don't do well with like a lot of flavor in my food. Sweet, I'm good with sweet. Like I can eat sweets, you know, all day and be fine. But anything else I have to like really moderate. I bet we play Call of Duty WW2 all day on Tuesday. Nice. Buffalo chicken is the best. Buffalo, is buffalo chicken hot? It's like a hot sauce, right? It's like a, what is it? It's like a orange sauce, right? Orange buffalo sauce. Just a little bit. Okay, I say hot. Most people would not say that buffalo sauce is hot. Or at least if it's the sauce that I'm thinking of. Most people would not really call it all that hot, but like, for me, mild is hot. For me, if I put too much pepper on my eggs in the morning, the eggs are ruined. Which isn't, all my life I've had people tell me that, you know, it's just like me being too picky, and it's as I've gotten older that I'm like, no, this ain't right. This is not right. I can like, something will have the most minuscule amount of like cayenne pepper in it or something to where like my friends can't taste the cayenne pepper. And I'm like, this has cayenne pepper in it. And they're like, no, it doesn't. And I'm like, it 100% has cayenne pepper in it. I can taste it. And they're all like, I can't taste it. It tastes fine to me. And I'm like, we'll ask. And we ask. And yeah, there's cayenne pepper in it. It's like, yeah, just a hint of cayenne pepper. And I'm like, I can fucking taste it. And it's burning my mouth. And then I read, and it's like, there's this whole thing about being like a super taster or having a sensitive palate, a sensitive taste palate. And I'm like, that might be me. Which just means that I eat bland foods. All that to justify why I don't have a extensive like pizza topping experience. Why I basically stick to like really basic things. I've even had pizzas before where I don't know what they put in it, but I'm like, why is this hot? It's like the sausage or something was a little bit spicier than I'm used to, and I'm like, this is burning my mouth. Buffalo chicken the best. The southern chicken I got at Pizza Hut tasted like edible cardboard, but the pizza and unlimited salad was good. Unlimited salad. I need. I know what I'm gonna do. There's a Cece's Pizza near my house, and Cece's Pizza is like buffet, like all you can eat style. So you can go there, and they have like buffet lines of different pizzas, and you can just have as much as you want. I think last time I went to Cece's Pizza, it was like $15 or something to get in. So it's like 15 or 20 bucks to get in. And it's like, I can eat more than 15 or 20 bucks worth of pizza. I have no shame. I will also bring a bag, a very small bag, and I will hide it in my pocket. I will eat as much pizza as I can, and then I will put a couple slices in a plastic bag and stick it in my pocket and walk the fuck out of there. No shame, man. No shame. It's tough out here sometimes. It's been a little while since I've been to the store. I'm starting to run real low on food. And I'm not supposed to go to the store again until Friday. So tomorrow when I get paid, I'll get dinner at Cece's, and I'll also get breakfast the next day. I mean, not for me, but I guess, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying about the buffalo chicken being hot. Yeah, for most people would be like, no, it's not hot. And I'm like, I know it's not hot for you. It's hot for me. A very small amount of spice will do it for me. It's not that I don't like it. I don't mind like food being spicy. It just takes astronomically less spice to be spicy for me. It takes what other people would essentially say like flavorless, like, oh, you put nothing on that. And I'm like, yeah, but it's spicy for me and it's fine. So, you know, I still salt and pepper my eggs. I just have to be careful that I don't put too much pepper. It also means that I can save on shit. It takes very little seasoning for something to taste good. Like if I cook a ramen, I put like half the seasoning pack in a ramen. I don't put the whole seasoning pack in a ramen. Because it doesn't matter what it is. Like roast beef, chicken, like the mild ramen, I just put half the seasoning pack in it and it tastes fine. It tastes great. If I put a whole pack in a ramen, a whole pack of seasoning in a ramen, it's like too intense. It's like sharp and garlicky. We're having a crisis over in the UK. Aka, cost of living is bad. Is that at all related to what's going on in France? Man, I don't know. I'm like peripherally aware of stuff. I used to be more up to date on worldly things, but I found that I was always more depressed when I was focused on politics and worldly things, so I just stopped. You're having a crisis over there in the UK. I'm having a crisis in my house. I'm broke. It's not that bad. Back in, oh my god, I'm lagging so bad. What the heck? Back in like January and February, I thought I was gonna have to get a second job, but I haven't had to. It's been tight, and I've been late on some payments. But like looking forward at the outlook, it's like I think that the crisis is going to be resolved before it gets too bad. Next month, I get a promotion for working at my place, the place where I've worked for 3 years. Or not a promotion, a raise. It's an automatic raise that you get once a year. So that'll help. I'll make about, what I say, like 80 bucks extra a month. I'm also going to get one of my loans paid off next month, so I'm looking forward to that. That'll save me another 80 bucks. And then I'll pretty much be in there like swimwear. Next step is to buy the house that I'm living in. It's currently renting with like an option to buy. And like a portion of my rent every month for the last 3 or so years has been going into an account. So as long as I pay on time, like 150 bucks or so from my rent goes into an account. And that money gets used for the down payment for the mortgage when I decide to buy this place, should I decide to buy it. And there's like a little over 10K in there, so that'll cover the down payment. I've already been talking with my bank. My credit score was very, very close to what it needed to be pre-approved. So we're going to try again, I think next month. So next month I'll get a raise. Oh, I also get vested. So my company has a 401k plan. And they match, I think 50%, or they match 50% of your contribution up to 3% of your total salary. And I've been contributing 6% of my salary to my 401k, so it'll be the maximum. They'll contribute an additional 3%. So my 401, and that's retroactive as well. So my 401k is gonna like balloon up next month as well. And then hopefully I'll get to buy this place. If I do, my monthly mortgage payments will be lower than what I'm paying monthly in rent. So by about $200. So next month, if everything goes well, I should be saving about $360 a month, which doesn't sound huge, but it's literally the difference between like skimping out on food a little bit and just being able to buy whatever the fuck food I want. For lack of a better explanation. A bag of bugles used to be £1, but turned to £1.75. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, my vending machine at work has like Snickers bars in it, and I remember when I was a kid, a Snickers bar was like 50 cents. The Snickers bar in that fucking machine is $1.25. I mean, that we're talking about like years of inflation, but you know, still, I'm like, man, what happened to a candy bar being 50 cents? What the heck? Why are they over $1 now? I still buy that damn Snickers bar, though. Oh, hello, wandering trader. What job do you work, man? Because you seem like you work a decently paying job. I feel pretty good. I work at a truck factoring company. So what we do is, after truckers finish hauling their loads, it can sometimes take 30 to 60 days for them to get paid. And what we do is we buy their we have clients that are like contracted with us, and um, those clients that have signed a contract with us have essentially stated that all their future invoices belong to us, in the sense of like when they finish a load, we get to invoice it. We pay them what the like rate was on the load, what they were going to get paid. We just pay that up front, and then we wait to get paid. So it's essentially kind of like a payday advance for truckers. Just like worded differently and contractually, so that, because there are sometimes clients of ours that get tired of working with us and they want out. But the problem is like if they try to just like end their contract with us, or only use us when it's convenient for them, then we're not making as much money as we could. So that's why it's all contract based. Anyway, I am essentially an auditor. I'm an account review specialist, which is I look over our clients' accounts when they pass certain thresholds that cause them to get flagged by the bot for different reasons, and I investigate their accounts for those reasons, for the thing that flagged them by the bot, and then also just check over their account for any other possible issues. Means I spend all day investigating clients, making sure that they're not stealing money from anyone or from us, or trying to steal money. It's weirdly fulfilling. I make nothing because I still live with my parents looking for a job. Yeah, I spent a good number of years in part-time jobs and everything. Remarkably, so like I went to college for one thing and ended up dropping out, and did not even, the job that I have is not even like in that field, but job is weirdly fulfilling. Even before I was working this, the entry-level position is like reviewing invoices and everything for accuracy, making sure that everything is neat and orderly and submitted properly. And that's like a fast-paced job, so it was a matter of like trying to keep your numbers up, and it was a lot more stressful because you were trying to work fast, but it also meant the day went by fast. But then I've gotten a few promotions through different departments, and this job is not fast-paced, although we do still kind of want to get, because like there's literally thousands of cases in our backlog, just because the bot errs on the side of caution and like sends us more cases than we could reasonably deal with. So there's always a sense of like, we have 1,000 cases this week to get through, and we're not going to get through them all, but we want to try to get through as many as we can, while also catching any potential problems. But yeah, so it made me realize that like all those years, like in high school and through college, where they're like, oh, you need to figure out what you want to do, and you need to go to college for what you want to do. Like, that's bullshit. It's very likely you'll get out in the world and not even be doing the thing that you wanted to do anyway. In fact, I think that most people do that. Most people end up with jobs that are not what they went to school for and not what they intended to do. And sometimes those jobs are completely fulfilling. So rather than focusing on what I wanted to do or what I was like good at, what I think would have been more beneficial is if I had focused on jobs that I can tolerate doing. Because it's like less about what you want to do and more about like, well, what can you do? And auditing, investigating, looking over accounts, looking for errors and flaws and all of that. For whatever reason, I can do that for hours on end and not get tired. This position, this account review specialist position, I've been in since December, and it feels like no time at all has passed by. My weeks go by quick, my days go by quick. I keep looking back and I'm like, holy shit, it's been 6 months. I've been working this position for 6 months. It does not feel like 6 months. I still under 20, so I think that's normal. Oh yeah. Nothing to worry about. I mean, there's always the possibility that your parents just like want you to get out there and do stuff. They might worry, and they might want you to like get off your ass and get out there and do something, but No need to rush anything. I certainly rushed and ended up making a lot of like hasty decisions that just cost me in the long run. I could have just sat tight. I also could have not wasted time on college and just gotten out there in the world, and you just find a job. And a lot of times it's an entry level position that's like maybe it doesn't pay well, or doesn't look like anything, but if it's an entry level position but there's room for growth. So like at this company, I knew that there were a lot of positions above mine. They were a little intimidating at first, to be honest. Like seeing the other people in the building who like dress nicer than me and were like seemed to be up to important stuff. It was like intimidating, but the idea was like one day I can become them, where I'm making enough money to dress nicely on my way to work rather than just wearing a t-shirt. Um, and yeah, so you just get that entry level position and do your best at it and work your way up. And if you absolutely hate it, it's fine. You just keep working it and then look for something else. But you just get your foot in the door somewhere, Just get started. You have nothing to lose from like going to work, from like getting a job and going to work, because what are you going to get? You're going to get a paycheck for one. You're going to get experience, and you're just going to get like comfortable. Like experience isn't just work experience. Experience is also for you. It's so that you're comfortable in a work environment and around other people, and you get like familiar with office flow. If it's like an office job, if it's like a construction job, you get familiar on a construction site, or what have you. You start talking with people and hearing their stories, and you just learn things. You learn things like what they try to teach you in school, but books can't do it the same way that like just hands-on can. That said, don't devalue education either. It's important to be smart. How did this turn into life lessons with Akko? What the heck? I've gotten to be like passionate about this stuff with this job in particular, because I was doing it all wrong before this job, but I didn't realize it. And then after this job, I was like, oh shit, I was doing it wrong. Where did my bed go? Where did my bed go? What the heck? My bed was... What the... Do you guys see this? I had a bed right here and a crafting table right there. This was a crafting table. Is somebody playing a prank on me? And wasn't this a double chest? This was a double chest. Didn't it have a lot more iron in it? What the fuck is going on? I'm like completely stun locked. Did a creeper? For some reason a creeper blew up down here. How did a creeper even spawn down here? This is lit up. There's no way a creeper spawned down here. And when did it blow up down here? Invis in the corner? It's not really like a prank server. People don't really play pranks. I'm like so confused. Also, like the stairs were all fucked up. I couldn't get down there. Well, what the fuck? I don't have a bed now. I'm so confused. You've been discombobulated. It's fucking true, man. Um, I guess I need a bed. I need a bed. I need a bed, man. Leave me alone. I need a bed. I hope I didn't lose anything in those chests. That's so weird. Well, at least now I get to fly around and you guys can see the like distant horizons add-on that I added in or whatever. Which like it only works so first it has to load the chunks. Once the chunks have loaded, it'll make those like low poly distant shots of them. So it doesn't unload chunks. It instead like makes these low poly renders of the chunks in the distance. So after I go a little ways, I can turn around. And it should still... Yeah, I mean, there's still like a horizon there. But like somewhere between like here and there is all like low poly stuff. So before the beacon lights are a good indicator. So when you can't see the beacon lights, the server isn't actually rendering. So the server's not actually rendering my base right now, but Distance Horizons has cached a like low poly render of my base. And then same like looking this way, that stuff in the distance, the server isn't actually displaying. It's a client side mod that's rendering a low poly image of what was there. That's at least the gist of it. It's a brand new resource pack, brand new client side mod to me. Somebody on the server has a better one, but it's for server side. But they have a download of this world from when we thought we were going to lose it. And so they loaded the download of this world and then turned that on. And you can see really far with that. It's fantastic. But it is server side. I guess I could add it to this server. Yay. I just worry that it would have to be... If it's a mod that clients would have to get on their side as well, I don't really want to do it because I don't want to have to walk every single person who gets on the server through the process of getting whatever mods we have. This does really slow down the game. I should definitely... You know what? I'm turning this resource pack off. I might switch to the other one that I have. Let's see. It's this one. I could always switch to the other one that I have, but... What the fuck? Get out of here. Oh my god, this guy. He's taking so many hits. Okay, I'm out of here. Still a little bit of lag as it like loads those chunks, but not nearly as bad as it was. I know it doesn't look like much, but like this view distance, well, once everything loads, I can show you. It doesn't look like much, but like this view distance is so much larger. Because it's a server, we have the server capped view distance and render distance basically at normal Minecraft levels. Just to try and help with lag, because I didn't want the server to be simulating or rendering chunks far off for like 20 different people when the server was super active. It's causing a lot of lag. Don't entirely know if that helped, but there's a lot of monsters down there. I'm just gonna sleep up on this ship. Amazing, never give up, never back down. Nick A 30 for the meme, the dream, and the team. Retreated Nick A 30's intro. I don't even know how to even pronounce his name. I see his name all the time, and I don't actually know how to properly pronounce that. Is it just Nicky, or is it Nick A? It's a little bit difficult to always say Nick A. Nick A. I don't know anything about the guy though. Nothing. I don't know shit. I don't know shit about shit. I'm gonna have to go and repair my pickaxes here before too long. That classic Minecraft feel. That wonder. I'm curious. Nautilus shell, not bad. Hey, buddy. Hey. You know what? I'm not gonna do it, but if you do it. Well, wait. You've abandoned your llamas, my dude. You guys didn't see anything. Bro, the memes are hilarious. Like 5-year-olds standing up to their abusive father. Never back up. Never back down. Never give up. Oh, wait. Some of this doesn't need to go in there. And I have to put down a new bed. It must have been a creeper. As weird as that is, it must have been a creeper. Crazy confusing. Hydrate! Hydrate before you dihydrate, chat. Hydration is important. Legit. You know, on the subject of Akka talks, more life advice from Akka. Hydration actually is, I mean, a lot of people talk about it. It's been a thing for a while now, I feel like. For many years now, people are talking about getting hydrated, staying hydrated, how good that is for you and everything. But for me personally, it was only recently that I was like, you know what, I'll give it a shot. I'll give this hydration thing a shot. And I can really tell a difference. I tried to drink 100. What is it, 100 ounces? How many milliliters is that? Or how many liters? I guess is that. Let's see, 25 ounces is 700 milliliters. So fucking math. I don't know what 2.8 liters. Is that right? That feels like a lot. 2.8 liters a day. It's not that difficult. I do 25 ounces or 700 milliliters. And like first thing in the morning, I don't drink it first thing, but like I fill up my tumbler thing, my thing with my shaker with advanced GG. I'm gonna start heading towards the nether actually. So it's like the first 25 milliliters tastes good because it's supplement stuff. And then I fill it up with water. And that one's a little bit tougher because it can be hard to drink a lot of water. It just sucks. But, you know, I do my best and I work my way through it. Then the third cup, the third shaker full is advanced again. And I have that with lunch. So that's easy. And then after lunch, I just have one more thing. So basically, I just alternate, and then it makes every other one easy to drink because it tastes good. Yeah. Let's see what's on the message boards. Oh my god, I'm lagging. This is just a test. If this were a real sign, blank. Press the button, get die, sign a die, use red color if urgent. Honk, IK. Happy to decorate any nether tunnel solar. Happy to have been able to see this. Buoy boy. DM Fox 5 on Discord for gravestone removal. That's true. Missing British boy Cody. Reward 1. I was here. Raid farm, blah, 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 not 10-0. Okay. What's going on over here? Spooktober. Spooky. Authorized personnel only. What does this switch do? Nothing. Thought I had trimmed these plants so they wouldn't grow. Oh well. Um. 6-0 kill streak. Oof. Oof. It's still too soon. It's still too soon for Hitler jokes. It's still too soon. I don't know. For some people, it's too soon. Let's see if these damn iron golems are still in the way. No, they've moved. Hell yeah, they moved. I don't have any armor to fix you, buddy. Okay. While I do this, I think I'm going to put the too soon over 80 years ago. Yeah, yeah. Look, it's you got to wait 1 year per death. no, one what? Like 1 week per death. Got to give everybody 1 week to grieve. We're still not halfway through. 1 week per death. What am I looking for? I'm looking for intro fighters. We're going to put up intro fighters. Oh, whoops. We're going to put up intro fighters while I kill these things, okay? So, where's my BRB? Intro fighters, start. Is it starting? It's starting. Can I do it while it's minimized? Exclamation mark emote, followed by the emote that you want to be. Or if you just type in chat. Yeah, if you just type in chat, it'll just like give you someone. It'll just give you something. Apparently you're crazy taxi. Or what does that say? Taxi bro. Apparently you're taxi bro. You're kicking my ass, that's for sure. Yeah, we'll have that go while I just like, because it's not that fun just watching me kill a million Endermen, right? Just stand here and kill a million Endermen. Do a flip. Oh shit. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I went for a jog yesterday, but I'm exhausted from that. I'm exhausted from my jog yesterday. I'm gonna have a snack. I got a granola bar here. Oh my god, I'm dead. I've got to get back in there. What emote should I do though? Here, I'll be this. Oh, I've got a sword. I'm a bear paw holding a sword. I threw it. That was a waste of a good sword. Do we need some more hype battle music for this? What's some hype battle music? Um, German anthem 1940s. Did they have an anthem? If they did, I've never heard it. I mean, wouldn't it just be like the regular, like German national anthem? They didn't change the Nazi party didn't change the anthem, did they? I don't know. I don't know about shit like that. What? Banging just no, no. My dog sees one of our neighbors in their own yard. That's their yard. They live there. They're allowed to be in their yard. You don't own their yard. She thinks she owns everybody's yard. Everybody. Belle. Shh. What are you barking at? Oh my god, I got killed again? I got killed by that guy? There you go. Maybe... maybe Sherlock. Sherlock the dog. Slow motion. Oh my god, I'm really going for it with that mace, but I'm not hitting anything. Oh, I threw it! Gonna admit, I didn't know slow motion was an option. Come on, something hype. This song is literally called Hype. Like, I'm not even kidding. Do I have... Let me do this. Because I don't think I have this source on this page. Look at this. No, not that one. This one. No, it went to a different song. Oh well. This song's pretty awesome. Turn it all the way up! All the way up! Yeah! I win! I get a kill! In Minecraft! Oh my god, that was so much damage. What the heck? Oh my god, I got fucked up. Okay, how about pumpkin potion? I'll be pumpkin potion. Bop. 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 Ow! Bop. Bop. Oh shit! Hell yeah! Modify an emote. If you click on it, it gives you some options so you can see. But it lets you like... If you click on it, it gives you some options so you can see, but it lets you like... You can reverse it, turn it black and white, make it squished. Can I draw on the emote? No, it doesn't let you draw on it. If you, like I said, if you click on it, it won't take your points immediately. I think it'll like ask you like what you want to do, and it'll give you some options, and you can see, you can like preview them all. Let me, actually, I might be able to do it. I should be able to do it myself, actually. So yeah, there's like sunglasses, there's squished. So like here's squished. I can't see it. Hopefully that showed up on Twitch. I don't know. Yeah, it showed up squished. It doesn't show up squished on OBS though. There's squished. Here's like black and white. The Charlie no! Don't, no! I know what you're thinking. Don't. Don't. Don't do it. Do 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 do. Okay, I'm healing up my shovel. What am I? Oh, I'm a cat shrimp. How'd I get cat shrimp? Okay. I can switch back now. Oh my god! They're so mad at me! I mean, I guess I could have been on this the whole time. It just would have been more boring than that is. Did you know that if you just like keep staring at an Enderman in the face, they won't charge you? Like you can stay like this for a pretty long time. And as long as you don't break the gaze, they won't come for you. It's this probably like something really simple to a lot of people, but to me this was like, it was only recently that I found out about this, and I was like, what the heck? An Australian painter mustache? Is that also a Hitler mustache? I don't know the Australian painter, but I don't know. I don't know the. It is. What Australian painter? What sucks is that, like, I mean, it doesn't suck because I don't want that mustache or anything, but it's crazy that like one person did shit that was so bad that it's like, yeah, now that mustache is just forever tainted. Although, let's be real. Let's be real. It was like a time mustache. Like, even if it wasn't, even if Hitler never existed, I don't feel like many people would be walking around with that mustache. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look that good. It maybe looked good back then, but like, or whatever. It was like fashion for the time. But I think it would have gone out of fashion. I don't think that people really would be using it. It doesn't look that good. It's like those giant twirly like Picasso French mustaches. Surely would have gone out of fashion at some point. Look good on him. 10 out of 10. Smash! No. No. No, don't smash. Ugh. I don't know. I don't think it looks good on anybody. I think it's a whack mustache. Like, just, like, shaving just the sides? I don't know. That's weird to me. Oh, this is supposed to go one further? It's supposed to go to here. Achoo! Oh, excuse me. Oh, wait. This way. This way. This way. I'm gonna play 1943 COD Domination with him. With him? No. No. You'll lose if you play with him. You'll lose every time. He would not be a good teammate. Not only would you lose, but he would just off himself in the end. That was not very helpful. Yo, spam tear gas? Yeah, well, yeah. That's true. That is true. Where's my shovel? There we go. Oh, I was on the right. Yeah, this is the right spot. It's just on the other side of the chasm where I didn't mine correctly. Oh, cool, mine shaft. I think that I knew when I started my base, I think that I knew that I was over a mine shaft. Yeah, because like certainly I came across this. You may be wondering why I chose here, by the way, for this base. This took actually a long time. Like for many months while I was kind of burned out on Minecraft, I would still log in since this was the server that I adminned. And I would see what everybody else was doing, and then I would also just like, I would just only make rockets and then just fly around looking for a suitable base location. I literally went out 10 to 15,000 blocks away from spawn, like in every direction and all over the place looking for the best spot to build. And ironically, this spot, which is like relatively close to spawn, ended up being the best spot. I actually kind of wanted one further out. There was one other base that was pretty suitable, and it was pretty suitable because so I was looking for a specific arrangement of like biomes because I wanted it to be adjacent to a swamp biome and ocean. I wanted there to be an ocean monument, a swamp biome. I can't remember what else I had on my requirements list, but I had these requirements or things that I was looking for. And oh, one of them also was like if it can be near or directly on top of a end portal, that would be cool too, because I would love to have the center of my base be just a chute that goes all the way down to an end portal, so I could literally jump from like the top of a spire and just fall all the way into an end portal and then go to the end. That way I would never be too far from an Enderman farm for repairing my stuff. But this spot is not on top of an end portal. But what it does have is it has a swamp biome right over there. So slimes will spawn. I think one of these chunks is also a slime chunk, but that's not super important. It has, to that direction, it has an ocean monument, so I can get guardians. I think somewhere down there is a spawner. It's not super important if there isn't, but it would be nice if there is. But the gist being that I'm trying to make as many farms in one place as possible, so I needed some way to get a healthy amount of slimes and guardians as well. Oh, and then on the nether side of this thing is right in a nether fortress, so I can get wither skeletons as well. I can build a wither skeleton farm, like on my base in the nether, and just be passively farming stuff. Yeah, there was one other spot that I found that was kind of far out that was... Oh, I wanted there to be a snow biome as well. Like one where you can actually collect powdered snow. And I think... I'm trying to remember if... No, there's no snow up here. I thought that there was snow in like a little bit of area right here. I think there's snow out that way. Yeah, so at least I can set up cauldrons like out here to gather some powdered snow. Yeah, it's not ideal. I had a whole list of things that I was looking for. And this checked some of them. Like I said, it's got this right here. which is a little ways away, but that's kind of perfect. So I want it in my base, but I don't want guardian spawns to mess up my regular mob spawners. That'll be like right here, my base proper. So while I'm in my base, I want my regular mob spawner to be working and just auto-killing everything and then collecting all the loot. But then I can just like take a quick walk over to this part of my base and start gathering up drops from guardians. And I have an idea for building that guardian farm. Oh, let's see. Now we target players with J's and his name. Don't know why though. You just don't like the letter J, I guess. So good base. Yeah. Oh, also the geode as well. I forgot. It's right there, and I forgot it. That was another reason that this was a suitable location because I can make an amethyst farm out of that. I have an idea for a witch farm that I'm excited to try. I don't think that I'm totally unique in coming up with this idea, but essentially my villager breeder, once it breeds enough villagers for all of my villager mall, for my villager shops, I won't just like decommission it because that would be a waste. So I'll keep the villager breeder will be permanent. And I'll use it to replenish the villagers if I ever need to. Like if some accident happens and they die, I'll still have the villager breeder. I can just like click it back on. But it'll also passively breed villagers. So first of all, I won't have to feed them. They'll feed themselves. And then it'll passively breed villagers, and the extras will go up on the roof of my base in a little holding area. Where they'll wait for a thunderstorm because there'll be a lightning rod next to them. When lightning strikes the lightning rod, it'll turn them into witches, but it'll also power a piston that will then push those witches into my mob masher, where they will fall to their death, and their drops will go into my sorting system. So I can get some redstone, not a lot, but it is like a renewable, farmable source of redstone, as well as potions. Whichever potions witches drop, I can't remember. But my allays will gather the... Well, I guess they don't have to. I can do it on a... Anyway. So yeah, that's one of the core ideas of this whole base, is the idea that I can just get farmable redstone that way. Again, not a lot, but the fact that it's in my base and will always be active means that like every thunderstorm is a chance to like inject a little bit more redstone into my base. Yeah, like I said, since I'm always here, it'll be nice to just get that little trickle of redstone. And I don't have like a lot of redstone projects or anything, but it'll be nice to know that like when I do, I'll probably have more redstone than I realize that I have, because it'll just be building up very, very slowly on the side. But the core idea is that this is like a mad science place, and that kind of fits with the idea of it being mad science, having lightning strike the roof to turn villagers into witches to harvest their redstone and potions. Pretty mad sciencey. A friend of mine's friend of mine. Wait a second. Let me stop right there before I keep reading. Is this gonna be one of those stories where it's like a friend of mine, blah blah blah, you know, somebody, because it's like embarrassing or possibly edgy, but then it's really an analog for yourself? Is that what we're gonna get into here? Wait, I skipped the story and went into it's very offensive. Should I even go back and read the story? Wait. Okay, let's see. Came up with the most diabolical parody of Ghostbusters theme. It's called Blackbusters, and the lyrics are still in development, but damn, they go a bit far. Is this friend of a friend of a friend actually just you? You gotta be honest, J-Dog. Is it just you? Is this just the way of saying that it's you making these lyrics? Not even I am willing to blurt it out. Okay, good. Don't. don't say things that'll hurt people. Nothing good will come of it, you know? It's like best case scenarios, you get a few laughs, but like worst case is that you know, you really offend somebody or really hurt somebody's feelings. Make them feel terrible. Nope, I did not. I'm not racist. Good. Sucks that your friend... They might not be racist. I certainly have a friend or two that has said some questionable things, typically I've got to like, excuse me. Typically I've got to like point it out. Of course they never like it, but they're like, oh, it's just us here, man. And I'm like, yeah, but look, you're making me uncomfortable. You're making me uncomfortable. I'm not even that particular race. You're making me uncomfortable. They're like, oh, you just need thicker skin, man. I'm like, yeah, no, just don't make people uncomfortable. Don't hurt people's feelings. Yeah. Because like I said, there's nothing. The best thing that can come from it is you get a few laughs. And the worst thing is that it like propagates racism. Or it like gives shelter to people who are racist, which I've had this conversation with friends before, the idea of giving shelter to people who actually are racist under guise of a joke. Somebody who's not racist might make a joke that's a little bit edgy or whatever, but that gives cover to people who actually are racist to laugh at things like that and be like, oh, it's just a joke. Letting them hide behind it, essentially. But that starts getting into the idea of like words being used more responsibly than I think that they typically are. Which is something that's for me, but I realize it's not for everybody. It's not really my place to push those ideals onto other people. But I can lead by example at least, or try to. Be like the words that we use, the things that we say, even the things that we joke about create like a culture, you know? A culture of what's acceptable and what's funny and what's not. Which words are acceptable, which words are funny, what it's funny to make fun of. This conversation came up with a friend back when was it Vey? Yeah, it was Vey. Used the R word. I say the R word. I guess I don't mind using it like in proper context and stuff like that, but she used it to refer to her fans. She called them R words. It was like a weird moment, first of all, because it didn't feel like she was really about it. It felt like she like hesitantly, like she wanted to say it, and then she like stopped herself, and then she was like, actually, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna say it, and then just like said it. And it was like, yeah, that felt forced. That felt like you were saying it to be like part of the cool kids club or something. But yeah, then it's like people were like, oh yeah, she can say whatever she wants. It's like, yeah, she absolutely can. I also can unfollow her because I'm uncomfortable if she's going to use that word in that regard. Like, refer to her fans as ours. Like, that's just weird, man. That's weird. I'm not connected to the cool kids club. Don't use K's, man. Don't use K's. God damn it. Yeah, I had a friend who was like, you know, people shouldn't be offended by it. They should just grow thicker skin. It's like, yeah, well, not everybody is you. Not everybody has thicker skin. Some people just do get offended by it. They do get hurt. Some people who are mentally handicapped, hear that word and feel disparaged. They feel like they're being made to feel different. Like they're inadequate. And it's like, that's not fair. That's not fair to them. Who are any of us to make somebody else feel inadequate or, you know, not good enough? Much, much better to try and make everybody around you feel good about themselves. For me, at least. Just to look up my criminal record. Fortunately, everybody's anonymous on the internet, so we can't look up your criminal record. Don't worry about it. This may come as a shock to a lot of you, but I was never one of the cool kids. Never. I had my little in high school. There was a period where nerd group of friends had a lot of non-nerds who were like part of it. We had like a couple like sports, I mean all nerds in their own right, like sports nerds or whatever. And we would all, you know, whatever, play Smash Bros or whatever. Like there was a lot of like commingling, but it always felt like the cool clique. I guess my younger brother really kind of put towards the shift that I'm describing, which is that everybody's into everything nowadays. And it's like, yeah, you did start to get that when I was in high school as well, where like just because me and my friends were like, you know, the video game nerds, well, like we also liked sports, and the sports kids also liked some video games, and it wasn't a lot of overlap yet at that point. From what my brother has told me about his time in high school, there was a lot of overlap. Like you had cool kids watching anime and shit. I'm like, man, that's no. When I was in high school, it's like even if you watched anime, even the nerds made fun of you. If you were a weeb, even the nerds made fun of you for being a weeb. But apparently the crossover has grown. But yeah, so while I never considered myself part of like the cool clique, there was crossover. A few of my friends were certainly cool with a lot of the cool kids in the sense that they hung out and talked about stuff. Few was nothing serious. It involved minors. I'm pretty sure you're a minor, my dude. What do you mean? You said that you're under 20, so you're basically a child. You're basically a kid. Don't get offended at me saying that. Some people get really bothered by that. Anybody at approximately college age is still a kid. Haven't even stretched your wings yet. Close though. Close to that opportunity. Minecraft Viters, what were you thinking? That's exactly what I was thinking. What do you mean? We were on the same wavelength. Yeah, same page. Ooh. Oh, people are typing in chat. I didn't even notice. Sleep. Did somebody leave? Wait, did somebody leave? No. I thought I said 1 out of 3, which would be the 33% needed. Anybody else? Oops. Kaboom. Trudia. Well, I can just stay here in bed where it's safe. Wait for daytime to come. The others might be AFK. Get wrecked. Why am I even using this pickaxe? I might as well use this one. I just need to get down. I need to get down to deep slate. My storage can't handle this much stone. Oh wait, actually I have room. I could put more. There's another skeleton in there? Oh my god. Ugh. Oh, by the way, chat, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but this is test subject Alpha 001Z and a barcode. He's a baby zombie villager. What am I doing? I'm making hoppers? I need to make hoppers. Wait, Do I not have crafting table down there? I don't think I do. Yeah, my crafting table's gone. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Oh, that's the wrong way. There we go. Dance DM out of context is funny. I'm gonna call Minecraft Michael Jordan. That's the zombie baby villager's name, Michael Jordan. Really? That one in particular, or just like generally? They're called Michael Jordan. I should get, when I have a pet goat in my base, I should name it Michael Jordan since he's the greatest of all time. Where did I just pick up more barrels from? I just picked up more barrels. Oh my god. Um... That's the zombie baby villager's named Michael Jordan. That one in particular. That one's named Michael Jordan. That's my test subject. I'm going to be performing science. Essentially the question that, so I was talking with the other people on the server. First of all, I didn't know that zombie baby villagers could spawn. And then I was like, that implies that if you cure it, it's going to give you good prices in the shop, right? So like when you cure a zombie villager, he gives you good prices. Well, that means that baby would give me good prices, but they wouldn't have a shop unless he can have one. Essentially, I'm just gonna cure him, and then if he's just like a regular. Oh, I also thought that I had heard once that zombie baby villagers that are cured never grow up, they never age, and so I want to test that as well. And then after that, I'm just gonna keep him in a test tube because science. A literal test tube baby. Hmm. Do. Mostly these storages that are like way too full for the stone and cobblestone. His name was not Michael Jordan. You have to eat the Spider-Verse eat the Spider-Verse Whopper with a side of Grimace Shake. I haven't seen the Spider-Verse movie. I know, that's blasphemy. I meant to go see it, but I got busy that weekend. It might still be in theaters now that I think about it. Where am I putting this stuff? All of these are full, huh? There we go. Don't know where that's all gonna go, but it'll go somewhere. Wow, that many hoppers? Yeah, that many. Well, come on in, 10th Matrix. Or have you been here for a while? I can't remember. Pregnant man emoji. True. True. Yeah, it's a big storage. The thing is, it's a big storage, but also it's not the smartest because like, so there's chutes like the ones that I have for stone and cobblestone that are already getting full and will kind of perpetually be that full. And then I'm gonna have chutes for like deep slate cobblestone or deep slate coal, cobbled deep slate coal or whatever. And it's like there's no way that that's gonna get full enough to justify giving it its own slot. I guess I thought about putting the ores there as well, the corresponding ores. But I won't keep the ores. The ores need to go in a chute that automatically go to my automatic smelters. They do not need to be stored. The ores don't. They just need to be smelted. Yeah, there's lots of ways that I can make this storage system like smarter, but I just wanted a big gnarly thing that goes around my entire base. And then I'm also going to have my base be my villager trading hall and also my mob masher, and my mob masher and everything else will feed directly into storage. Just put everything here. And the nice thing is, as I get stuff here, so like once I get a mob masher working, the mob masher will be working while I'm building my base. So as I keep mining more and stuff, the mob masher will just be collecting resources for me. And it'll always be there as well as an XP farm. Oh, that's the other thing that I totally forgot about. I was going to have the mob masher be AFK and not AFK, but then eventually the AFK or the not okay, it'll be AFK, active, and also absent. So like it'll run on its own and auto kill while absent. But then you can also AFK there and it will auto kill. I think maybe with dogs or something. I'm not sure what, but it'll auto kill and I'll try to get experience. But the absent one is the interesting one because I'm going to attach it to a skulk farm. So when you're absent from so when you're not standing next to the mob masher and picking up the experience will be picked up by like a skulk farm and produce like vast stores of skulk that then I can always just mine out for the experience. If that makes sense. Yes, lurking. Question. Since you're a fox, can I ask how many tails you have already? 5. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Yes. Yes. It will be part of my lore. Accumulating tails. But not because it's something I do. I'm just a soot sprite shapeshifter, but the mask that I'm attached to is the fox part. The mask that I'm imitating, or not imitating, that I'm parasiting off of. Yes. I will say no more. Some of the lore must remain hidden. Why this day and age ores are more worth as a decoration than as a source of material. Yeah, the ores, the in blocks, those ones, the in blocks. Yeah, I'm keeping these in storage for decoration. But then, yeah, like the actual ores, like redstone dust is a bad example, but like iron. Oh, iron's over here. I'm like, where is iron on this? Iron's over here. Like, iron ore just needs to be smelted into ingots immediately. I mean, I guess unless people are doing stuff with ores on, like, picture frames. But that's a little weird to me. What do I keep hearing? Sorry, I guess it was in the song. It just kept doing it whenever I turned my head. Anyway, Yeah, so unless people are taking ores and putting them in picture frames as decorations or something, I don't know. I don't have plans to do that, and I don't have that many shoots. I guess, let's see, could I? I guess actually I could, because like, this is redstone, this is deep slate redstone, this is copper, this is deep slate copper, but all four of these feed into the same line of chests. So these two chests will both be mixed. This will have some copper, this will have some copper, this will have some redstone, this will have some redstone. But if I make it one, so like if I just make this copper deep slate, copper stone, copper. Let's see. So like redstone, that doesn't work because redstone dust will be elsewhere. Maybe I can do it. Maybe I can have storage for ores, but again, let me grab an ore. This. Oh, I already had some. This. The only way that I could use this would be to put it in a picture frame. But am I going to put that in a picture frame? I'm sure there are people who have done it. I just don't know. And like I said, it's way more convenient if I have a line on my item sorter that feeds out and then goes to my auto smelter. And that line can just grab all these and convert them to ingots. Then I can just have a chute for ingots somewhere else, for copper ingots. As is, if I want to save these, I would have a section here that pulls out the iron ore. And then also a section later for when that fills up. So past the iron ore section, a section for, oh, your iron ore slot is full. Now we're going to pull out any extra iron ore and send it to the smelter and turn it into ingots. Maybe. The nice thing about this setup is that I can change it later. It's not super easy, but at least it's doable. I can just like swap the items that are in the filter. Oh, I thought so much about all this. Did I hear Mum Smasher? Epic, I'll be the main part of the machine. Hire me for 20 Robux. Is 20 Robux a lot? I don't know the Robux economy right now. Is 20 a lot? What's the exchange rate right now? Yeah, even those are decorative. It's your project, so okay. I wanted the slaves to be free. You wanted the slaves to be free. We are not the same. What? Oh my god, no. I'm only laughing because I didn't get it at first. Control Z left click to drop stacks. That would have saved me so much time. Where were you weeks? No, it's okay. It's okay. Thank you. That's something I literally complained about this like the other day when I was streaming this. Maybe I was off stream, but I was like, man, this is so tedious dropping everything in this hole. It's like surely there's a hotkey for this, and then I was gonna go look in the controls, but I couldn't be bothered. That will save me a lot of time. Thank you. Yeah, I think what I'll do, because like how often will I need, if I need like an iron ore to put in like a picture frame for a decoration on something, I'll just go over there to the iron ore, pull out however many I need, and then mine them, manually, get the ore. Yeah. That's what I'll do. Z, I forgot which one is the default drop key. Well, let's see, like Q drops them like this. Like Z click, no. What do you say? Control left click? That doesn't seem to work. The only one that I found is like this, but that ends up taking longer. But the iron ore blocks. Like that? I mean, yeah, those will still be there. Let me check the wiki. That's some. Now that I think about it, I should have checked the wiki. Thank you for checking, though. If you'll save me the effort. I hate it when I have these Minecraft questions and I like go to like the Discord or something and I like ask people. I'm like, what did this blah 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 blah. Just the other day we captured this little guy and I was like, wait, I didn't realize that baby zombie villagers could be born. And somebody was like, oh yeah, apparently. And then I was like, I wonder if I cure him if he'll have a job, or if I cure him if he'll never age. And somebody was like, let me check the wiki. And I was like, oh wait, I could have done that. I feel bad. I feel like people are going and doing work for me. I mean, not for me, but you know, they're doing work to find out when I could have done the work to find out, you know? Sorry, you keep the pointer in place. No need to left click. Keep the pointer in place and then Z? Or with Z? Z doesn't seem to do it. Or is it Control Z? No. Control Z. Control Z, left click, no. Z, left click, no. Control Z, Z. Nothing seems to work. Press Control on your keyboard and simultaneously press Q. Ah. And now that I press that combination of buttons, I've certainly done that before. It's just been probably years since I've had to do that, and so I probably just forgot. Like that combination right there felt very familiar. I've got a question for you guys. So I've recently gotten back into regularly posting shorts, YouTube shorts. Thank you very much. Check out my YouTube, subscribe. Good content, good shorts content over there. But I was like really regularly. I was posting a short every single day at the same time every morning for like a couple of months. And then I had a period where everything was rough in my life for like a month and a half, and I didn't really do shorts like at all. I also wasn't streaming very much, but I'm recently back to like regularly posting shorts, right? And for whatever reason, these shorts have absolutely popped off and crushed it. And it's not that it's bad content. All of my shorts content is absolute bangers, of course. But I've had much better shorts that did shit. And it was so frustrating. It was so discouraging to be like, man, that was an absolute banger of a short and it got 18 views. And then a couple of these, I'm like the one, I posted one I think yesterday that was just me explaining why omelets are like one of the best breakfast foods. It's just like a moment that happened on stream. It was like not a big deal. And I just like was like, it's a nice little like talking point. So I just like cut it, posted it, didn't expect anything out of it. And it got like 1.8 thousand views, which makes it one of my best performing shorts, which is great on the one hand. On the other hand, I'm like, my content is better than what you're seeing here. If you've only seen this one short of me, my other shorts are better. It's unfortunate that short ended up being my first impression when like my actual good ones didn't go anywhere. They fell flat. Well, I was 10 scared. If this is even remotely racist, I'm going to be very upset. Or remotely problematic. Nothing about Hitler. Because he was between 9 and 11. Oh, that's okay. That's fine. I'm sure there are some people who are still not okay with 9/11 jokes. I've heard worse. I heard worse 9/11 jokes like immediately after 9/11. Gilbert Gottfried, I mean, absolute psycho. making 9/11 jokes like the week after or some shit, or like the month after, and like heavy ones too, where it's like, oof. Even today, I wouldn't be comfortable with some of that. But I respect him for saying it, but I'm like, I don't got the balls to do it. Oh, it is okay. Yeah, that one's okay because it's not. I've heard, like I said, I've heard 9/11 jokes where I'm like, oh, like, I'm all for jokes. I like jokes, but you maybe got to stay away from tragedies where people died and making jokes about the deaths. Typically, for me, that's my line. That's one of my lines. I also have that like general like thing that we kind of talked about earlier, just about like other people being comfortable. I am a person to cater to the comfort of others. So if something makes other people uncomfortable, then it makes me uncomfortable. I don't know. Or I have an entire list of borderline cancel-worthy jokes, but not too bad at the same time. We're not going to test it, all right? We're not going to test it. We're not going to test it. We're not going to do anything that's going to make Twitch pay attention over here. Or make me pay attention. Don't go so far as to offend me. If you offend me, then you've gone way too far. I'm pretty unoffendable. Like I said, though, I'm really sensitive to other people's comfort, so... I may not get offended, but I may get concerned for other people's comfort. I should really be harvesting this thing in between doing laps, but like the picks that I have are way too volatile to be harvesting that. I've already broken a couple of the growth points. How are the volumes today, by the way, chat? I've noticed on like all my VODs and everything, my volume, I'm always way too quiet. A lot of times the music can be too quiet. It looks pretty okay on my end. Yeah, it looks pretty okay, but how does it sound? Does anything need to go up or down or anything? We had to wait 3 years to be able to make back the joke about the fever. Volume is okay, but the music could be a little lower. Say no more. There we go. That's a little bit lower. I can do a more lower if we need to. Just let me know. Anytime. Nobody hesitate to shout at me and be like, hey, fucker, your music's too loud or whatever. Your mic is too loud. Please, please, please let me know. 3 years to be able to make the joke about the fever. I don't know, man. I was making COVID jokes pretty much immediately. I don't know. I guess I don't know. My heart goes out to people who had people die from it. And obviously, I'm not so insensitive as to think, like there were certainly people who died from COVID, which is horrific. But for some reason, I don't know. I think it's also like a cynical part of me that just needs to laugh at shit. Like it was such a shit time. And everything was so horrible. And like that's when depression set in for me. It was the first time in my life I ever had to deal with depression. And what's unfortunate is like now I have depression. Like I've never in my life been depressed before. I've been sad where I thought I was depressed, but it's like the flu. I thought that I had the flu until once I actually got the flu, and then I was like, oh fuck, I've never had the flu, like the full-on flu in my life. I just had colds that were bad and I thought was the flu. The full ass flu, you have like fucking delirious fever dreams and shit where like, bro, it's the craziest. It's bad. Anyway, it's like what most people have is just like a bad cold and they think it's the flu, but it's like, no. The full flu, you're going to be like a temperature of like 108 Fahrenheit and you're going to have fucking fever dreams where time isn't real, where like nothing makes sense, like some fucking high as fuck dreams. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so yeah, 2020 and into 2021, the winter of 2021 too. Like I was interacting with friends so much less. And before that in my life, I'd kind of migrated away from online communities. I thought that I needed to be like more adult. So I didn't really have many online communities that I was active in, but I had my real life friends. But in 2020 and into 2021, we really slowed down and like stopped most interaction. And particularly through that winter of 2021, I would like come home from work and just lay on the couch, sometimes not even eat dinner, and just like put stuff on YouTube. And in my head, I was like, oh yeah, just just trying to get. And I would like laugh and stuff at it, but I would just lay there until it was time to go to bed, and then I would get up and I would go to bed, and then the next day I'd go to work, and then like all weekend sometimes, all weekend I would just spend hours laying on the couch, not even moving, and it wasn't until like months into it where I'm like, holy fuck, I'm depressed. Not just sad, but like depressed. And I had to like really, really work, and it took like months to kind of get over it. And now since then, every winter I get hit with seasonal depression. I say every winter; it's only been 2 winters since then. But both winters, even knowing like, oh shit, I had to deal with this last year. Here it comes. Let's try and I try and put up safeguards. I try to like plan stuff to try and keep my mood up. I try and get as much sun as possible. I try to like drink fruit juice and stuff. I do all these things to try not to get depressed, and it still hits me. And I'm like, man, COVID was so bad. COVID was so bad that I still get depressed every year. Seasonally, just in winter, really. Um, let's see. I have a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. That's true. That's the only thing that'll cure it. I wrote a poem once while I was under the effects of a fever. Actually, it was the one time that I had the full on flu. And it was just, that was back when I was writing a lot more. I'll talk about this more probably in the future, but I am a bit of a writer. I've written 3 books, haven't gotten any of them published, but also haven't submitted any of them for publishing yet. But I have edited and proofread them multiple times through, and I think that they're at least like ebook ready. Maybe not. Maybe they wouldn't get picked up by a proper publisher, but at least like, the Amazon ebook publishing, which basically accepts anyone. Anyway, so back then I was writing a lot more, and yeah, I woke up having this flu and literally having like the most vivid hallucinations, and like I was so confused. Reality didn't make sense. So I was just like writing down my experience, because I was like, I'm only gonna be able to see through this lens like occasionally, so I wanted to write what it was like seeing through that lens. And it actually got it won an award. Well, not an award, like a prize. I submitted it to a college writing contest, a collegiate writing contest for what college is it? It's a New York City college, but it's literally like, it's not like New York City Community College, but it's like the city of New York. I can't remember. It's a smaller college for New York City. And unfortunately, the poems that I thought were my best ones did not win, but this one did. This like collection of waking dreams. One for what was it? Nonfiction? Is a nonfiction short story or something like that? I can't remember. But because it was like what was actually happening to me. The only prize was it got read. It didn't place any of the overall prizes, which is where the cash prizes were. It was just one of the category prizes, which is just that it got read in front of people in New York. I was invited to come out, but they didn't pay travel expenses or anything. They were like, if you're in the New York City area, it's going to be read at this time. You can come if you want. And you can, if you let us know that you're here. I'm like, I'm not going to be there. What was I saying? Anyway, yeah, a real last flu is a son of a bitch, man. It's heavy. Bro, my Nazi jokes are bad. Shame on you. All of your jokes are bad. It's okay. I like jokes too, but I suffer from social anxiety and don't deal very well against angry mobs with torches and pitchforks. Same. I mean, who does? Who does deal well with angry mobs? Anybody who deals well with angry mobs with torches and pitchforks, they got problems, man. Because that means that they have to deal with angry mobs a lot. Which, like, at some point, you got to be like, the problem might be you. You know, I'm all for being like, oh man, they're coming to cancel me, those bastards. But like, if it keeps happening, the only common denominator is you, right? So at that point, you got to start wondering, maybe it is me. Or, you know, if it's your friend, maybe it is your friend. Maybe it's not just a whole conspiracy of angry mobs out to get them. Maybe they're actually cancelable. Anyway, what was I saying? Cool Kids Club, you're part of them. No, nothing should be spelled. That's another thing. So Hitler mustaches were ruined because of that man. Now anything with a combination of 3Ks, he's like, no, you can't do that. That's been ruined as well. Wah. Cool. Waypoint thing. General, we worship our leaders. Ghost of Patrick Star. Ghost of Patrick Star. No! No. No. We're drawing a line in the sand. No crossing the line. Yeah. Oh. That's pretty, first of all, I got absolutely startled by that TTS voice. I was like, the fuck is that? Man, I even added that and it shocked the hell out of me. I'm not sure what tricks that TTS voice can do. I should have tested it out more, but I know some of the tricks with Brian, with TTS Brian, but that's a different voice. If you do bits, it uses Brian, but for the channel points one, I just had, what was it? Stream alerts TTS options. 500 points was worth it. That's another good thing. Look, I try my best to read chat like as actively as possible, but then I also get totally absorbed into gaming. So it's like that's one way to make sure that I hear something immediately. So I sure as hell heard it immediately. I thought somebody, I was like, I'm not in Discord. How did somebody just join this this call? No! Get fucked! Oh. Hip. Bow! I like how... I just remembered, by the way, screaming get fucked just reminded me that Twitch added this, like, content filter thing where you list, like, specifically what goes on in your stream as far as, like, you know, instead of just being like, this stream is 18 plus, it's like you can be like, this stream is 18 plus because we talked about dicks here or whatever. And then Twitch is like, yeah, that's good because then you can specify like it's 18 plus because I play violent games, but like there's no nudity or anything. People can make their own determination. That's great and everything, but then also Twitch was like, and you have to use the proper ones, and if you're found to not be using the proper ones, then we will lock you into ones and you won't be able to change them, which might limit, you know, who can view your streams. So it's almost like a punishment for not doing the right like content filters. That's cool and everything, but like I apparently don't qualify. I looked at the little content filters like option thing and I can't set them, and it's like you currently do not meet the standards to use this feature. And I'm like, the fuck you mean? Everybody's got to use the right content filter things unless you don't qualify. Then you just don't have to put any kind of warnings in at all. That means I could be talking about dicks right now and be like, well, Twitch, apparently I don't qualify to have to warn people about talking about dicks, so I just get to talk about dicks all I want with no warning. Dicks! Dicks McGee. Dicks and tits! Like, man, I wanted to put a warning in, but I'm not allowed. If I'm not allowed to make funny mustache jokes, then I go to the next best thing. Is that the Cool Kids Club? Because the Cool Kids Club jokes are pretty edgy as well. Little too. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Get out of here. Possibly a little too edgy. Just got to be careful. Just be careful. What the fuck? This fucking spider. Didn't I sleep? Oh, I slept, but there's too many people on the server. I'm going up here. Then after this, I'm going to fly and go and get more rockets. This isn't even my build. I just keep sleeping in this guy's bed. I'm not on the bed. I'm adjacent to the bed. Next thing is Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby is a crazy situation, right? Not saying, I'm not making much of a statement on it. You shouldn't be giving anybody anything that they don't like consent to. That's just like never okay. But I mean, no real buts. I guess the only thing that I think of when I hear a story like that is I'm like, yes, that's absolutely wrong. You cannot give people pills that they do not consent to take. 100% full stop. Also, there are much worse people out there, and Bill Cosby just got a lot of attention because it's Bill Cosby, and I get it, like the outrage. Oh my god, it was Bill Cosby doing this. Yes, there are actual horrible people out there doing horrible things way worse than Bill Cosby, and it's shouldn't be like a whataboutism situation. It shouldn't be like, oh, but what about those people? That doesn't make Bill Cosby not guilty. But I wish that the same outrage that people were using on Bill Cosby during that time was used against people actually committing much worse crimes, doing much worse things to many more people. You know? It's like, this is just a lot of outrage to Bill Cosby because it's Bill Cosby. I feel like then there are people... It's the same that I see on Twitter, man. So, like, on Twitter, people will have an outrage over whatever. There was that, like, VTuber concert that somebody posted a thing, and it was like, oh, people spending $300 for this, and it was like, whatever. First of all, they weren't spending $300 on that. It's a whole fucking story. But then, like, you know, like Kenji or somebody will make fun of that. make a joke about that, and some people will like get into, you know, a whole uproar about that. Like, oh my god, he made fun of blah blah blah. This is shaming, all this shit. But it's like, oh, I didn't realize that the slime farm has a ladder up to that ship. But yeah, so it's like people getting outraged over Kenji making a joke about that, but it's like, you guys realize that on the same platform that you're outraged over Kenji's joke, there's like actually pedophiles like promoting uh uh pedophilia and like arguing on behalf of it and like championing it on Twitter. Like literally just publicly liking fucking lowly art and shit. And you guys are just like spending your efforts getting outraged over Kenji's joke. Maybe that energy, maybe that outrage would be better directed at the literal fucking pedophiles out there. I don't know. Maybe that's a hot take. Something that bothers me. I don't know better, schools in America or shooting ranges. That's true. That's true. That might offend. That might offend people, but I certainly feel strongly that gun violence in America is out of control. I also, you know, want to support people's rights to bear arms, but there are more responsible ways to do it. Just like there are responsible ways to drive a car and not kill yourself and everybody else, there's responsible ways to own and handle a firearm that would hopefully prevent other people's kids from getting killed. And it's a multifaceted thing. There's mental health aspect, a lot of aspects to it. I'm the Eric Cartman of slightly toned down jokes. The Eric Cartman of slightly toned down jokes, huh? Let's see, how long have I been streaming? I hate when I look over to see how long I've been streaming and I look at the wrong number and I see 0000000 and I'm like, am I not live? This whole time I wasn't even live. Oh no. Oh, I've been streaming 3 hours. I was looking at the recording. The recording time reads all zeros because I'm not recording it on my end. Maybe someday if I get a nicer computer, I can record my own VODs, and then I won't have to rely on Twitch's like slightly glitchy interpretation of my VOD. I want to do this one more layer before going to bed. My favorite Minecraft streamer is a guy named John Bams. I watch a lot of Minecraft content creators, but as far as streamers go, because like streaming Minecraft content is different than YouTuber content, you know? Streaming content has different vibes, like, you know, like Phil's or, you know, in my case, John Bams. Just like the way he talks about stuff, he makes me laugh, he's funny. His community's great as well. But see, he would have a grind like this where he's like, you know, digging a perimeter to bedrock or something and take a few weeks doing it. But I feel like each day he would make more progress than this. Like the progress that I made. I guess he streams, I want to say 4 to 6 hours, something in that ballpark. But it's like, man, how is it that I've streamed 4 hours and I feel like I've made I've done like 2 layers, is it? Meanwhile, you know, this guy that I watched, John Bams, he would have done a bigger perimeter than this and have done more layers in one day. Am I just inefficient? Like, this doesn't feel that crazily inefficient. This feels decently efficient doing it like this. Is it because I keep having to go repair my stuff? I mean, he has to go repair his stuff too. He doesn't do anything off stream. So he periodically has to go repair all of his pickaxes and stuff. He uses beacons, I'm using beacons. I just don't get it. I do not get it. Um, but if they're not, are like, I'm gonna shot up some miners and collect their XP. No, I think in most cases, I will say this, in most shooting cases, it is like a mental health issue, which is too bad. It sucks that like the problems that were plaguing the youth when I was younger, problems of bullying and depression and all of that, still exist. Enough that like there are still kids out there who literally want to not only end their own life, but end the lives of like countless other classmates. It's like, that's what's sad. The death is sad as well, but almost as bad as that is the fact that like that kid, I don't know. I've never been empowered enough by any feelings to want to end another life or end my own. That's not true. There have been times I've wanted to end my own life, but not super frequent, fortunately. But certainly never end somebody else's. Even someone that I'm really pissed at. Could never. Even my, like, I can't think of who it would be, but like my most hated enemy, person in the world that I dislike the most, the absolute most, I wouldn't wish death on him. This couldn't be me. Bro, did you get that average American bully who went, give me your lunch money? No. Well, let me think. No, I don't think that I never had my lunch money stolen. It's just kind of like teasing, just like name calling and stuff. Yeah. If I remember correctly, it was just teasing, name calling. And not even like good name calling or good teasing or anything. It's just like lame half-ass shit. Kind of all stopped. There was one day that I kind of snapped. I guess it was my version of a school shooting, but it wasn't a shooting. It was just I snapped and I beat the crap out of one of the kids who was bullying me. Not like bad. There was nothing broken on either. I mean, he was fighting back too. Like we just fought in the yard, and there's nothing broken. Nobody got overly bruised up or anything. I don't even think we got caught. But yeah, it was like after that, the name calling went considerably down. I did not get name called anymore. Not nearly as much. Not too long after that, we moved because of my dad's work. He got a new job in a different state. And I was there for about a year and a half, and then he got another job again. And I moved again for high school, for the start of high school. And never really got bullied in high school. Not even slightly. Which is pretty cool. If that exact bully came to a British secondary school, their jaw would have been broke in 2 seconds. Yeah. This bully was this sort of kid who wanted to break jaws, though. He was actually a bigger dude. That's why he could get away with saying whatever he wanted about anybody, because he was a big boy. But yeah, when we actually fought, I mean, it was just like kids fighting, so it's hard to say if anybody won, if anybody got the better of the other one. But yeah, it's like he looked way more intimidating than he was when we were actually fighting. It was like, oh, it's like big for nothing. Like granted, we were in middle school, so it's not like, you know, nobody's like that big or anything, but it's like, oh, you're just like a big goofy kid. You can't fight. You can't hurt anyone. You try to hurt people, but it's like he doesn't know how to fight. So, and I didn't know either, but I knew that we were just like rolling around trying to headlock each other and trying to punch each other, but none of our punches had any body weight behind them, so they just felt like slapping. Basically felt like a slap fight. It was, yeah, afterwards it was like, oh, that wasn't shit. And I was like no longer afraid of him. And I was like, if he does it again, I'm just going to fight him again. I will literally just tackle him. We'll just fight again. Because last time we fought, he couldn't hurt me. But he never really said anything about me again. He never even really looked at me again that I noticed. I never caught his gaze or anything after that. I don't think that I won. I think he just was like, after that, he was just like, oh, no, I'll pick on somebody else. Pick on somebody easier. I get my bully brain damage. Ooh. On the one hand, I get it. On the other hand, like, gotta be careful not to give back more than we got ever, you know? You know? Trust me, my British year 7s are like 12-year-olds with their vicious type. They bite, spit, punch. Any year above can put up a decent fight. Yeah. Bow. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, this will be the last wave, because apparently, do these not have unbreaking on them? They do. I feel like I'm burning through these pickaxes way faster than I should. Well, I've come a long way since this started up there. There was a time, so when I was making today's short yesterday, I was looking at an old Minecraft VOD. Well, I say old, it was just from like 2 weeks ago or something. And it was a point where this... I was at a point where this path, this water path right here was underwater, or was underground. Like many, many layers underground. Like you still had to walk over to here and then like fly up like this to get out. Because the ground was like... The ground was higher than here. The ground was probably... Probably here. It's like when the ground level was here. Back when you could still kind of get into those, I think. I'm like, man, that was just like 2 weeks ago. I was here, and now I've dug all the way down to there. Not bad, not bad. Let's see, I was training kickboxing, so I was gonna win big. Talk only to get beat up by me. Yeah, martial arts is the difference maker. Know a little self-defense, know a little martial arts, kickboxing or taekwondo or anything like that, Muay Thai. You know a little bit of self-defense, a little bit of martial arts. If you know a thing or two, literally just like 1 or 2 moves, and that's enough to win fights, usually. Usually that's enough to win fights against like, you know, high school and middle school kids who like don't know how to fight, don't know anything, they're big for nothing. Yeah, it's like, you just gotta know how to twist things around back on them one time, and you get them in an arm lock, and they have no idea. They've never been held in the way, or they've never been hit in that way before. They you know, they don't understand how to put their body like behind a punch, but somebody with a little bit of self-defense or a little bit of martial arts knows how to like put their body behind a punch or a kick so that it carries some fucking weight. And suddenly a kid that can be half their weight hits them, and it feels like a truck. And it's like, yeah, that's a real punch. It's like, you may be, the bully may be twice your weight, but he's only putting just his arm into the punch. You're putting your whole body behind it. You're hitting with, you know, 120 pounds if you're like a middle school kid. You're hitting with like 120 pounds. He's only hitting with like 80 pounds. Like, it doesn't matter that he's bigger. He's not using that weight. Not using that mass for anything. I say he. It could be a she. You could get bullied by a girl, although then it gets complicated if you're gonna fight her. If you're a dude, I guess. I'm assuming genders now, but if you're a dude getting bullied by a chick, it starts getting complicated. Yeah. I mean, if you're a middle school dude getting bullied by a chick, and it gets to the point, I don't advocate fighting or violence in any case, by the way. I would say try to avoid it, but I also was bullied and got to the point where like, yeah, no, I had to fight the kid, or I felt I did. Also, like, kids fight. It happens. It doesn't mean anything. It's not that deep. Oh, by the way, he's at least 5 inches taller than him, so he's picking a fight with someone nearly twice as big as him. Oh, and he's just dumb. He's just dumb then. But I guess that makes sense too, if he's bullying, if he's shitting on other people. The thing that you come to learn about bullies, about people who shit on other people, is that if you shit on other people, if you bully other people and put other people down, it just means that you're not getting validated. It means that you're not feeling fulfilled and validated. Basically, you're not happy with your life. And they've developed that as their tool to like get validation. So their whole thing is, I'm not great. I'm not great. I'm not well. And I'm incapable of making myself feel happy or feel good or be happy with myself or feel confident. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put other people down beneath me. Like, I am not very high on the totem pole. I'm low down. But I can use my words and try and bring somebody else even lower than me. And then by comparison, I'll look better. And people do that even once they're older. It's not even like just like kids bullying each other. But you see it on Twitter and you see it in places all the time where people shit on other people. Take the example with Sun Kenji for as a prime example. He made a joke about the VTuber concert thing, and so many people crawled out of the woodwork to shit on him, some even being just openly racist towards him. They all came out of the woodwork to give him shit and shit on him, and it's like, what are all those words good for? They just try and make the person saying them feel better about themselves. Oh, I'm better than him because look, he made these terribly rude jokes. It's so rude, and I could never because I'm a better person than him. So shut the fuck up, man. Shut up with that. Trying to make yourself feel better by putting other people down. Just develop a sense that like your own worth isn't based on somebody else or has nothing to do with somebody else. It's like it doesn't matter if other people in the world are great. I can be great too in my own way. This is all getting super heady. The sleepier that I get, the more like heady and like parenty I get. I'm not a parent. I got no kids. But I just kind of like parent chat apparently. Just give life advice. Got all these ideas. And get older and you learn all these things and you go, oh man, wait, that makes sense. And so you just tell other people. You're like, hey, this thing and this thing and this thing that I learned, right? And if they're also old, then they're like, yeah, for sure. And if they're young, then they go, okay, boomer. But for real, when you start looking at it at that, when you start looking at people who talk down to other people as like they're just trying to make themselves feel better, it's an interesting perspective. Think about it that way. It makes you feel a little bit differently towards them. It's also one of the things that made me start trying to like not be that way. Maybe I can do one more layer. Maybe I can do one more layer. No, you know what? No more layers. No more layers. We stop in here. Chatting. Wait, if I was to return to school, I would continue to defend my mates. And this kid named Jack, he was a prick towards my friend Max. Yeah. Yeah. Defending others. It's like, as far as the different ways to feel better about yourself go, sticking up for others is a lot better than putting down others. Yeah. Yeah. which kind of goes hand in hand with the topic that I would love to get into, but it would take a long time. And I'm here towards the end of stream. But this idea, I always forget the word for it, but there's a word for the there's a word for finding joy in the joy of others, or finding happiness in the happiness of others. And it's a difficult skill to like get good at, but it is something that you can develop. I developed it. I did not have it before. I used to love like shitting on other people. I was just a classic internet troll, classic League of Legends troll. Like I used to feel so much better when I was putting other people down. I was never well, okay, I was never a bully in real life. But on the internet I was, which is probably an extension of me being bullied in real life. Like the internet is the place where I could have power because of the anonymity. I could be whoever I wanted. So if I just shit talked other people first, then like I was the shit talker. I was the one in power. Um, but yeah, so like on the internet and in games, I would always be the first to like flame my teammates and put them down and everything. And later in life, when I decided to like try and make changes to be a better person, I came across this concept where, and I wish I need to write down the name of it, but this concept of finding happiness in the happiness of other people. So just being genuinely happy when you're friends or even total strangers, just when somebody else has something good happen to them, or when they're in a good mood, or when they're having joy. Maybe your friend watches a show that you don't really like, but they fucking love that show, and they go on and on talking about it. Old me would get annoyed, like, oh, they just keep fucking talking about this, and I'd tune them out. But this me sees it as an opportunity to like, oh, they really like this show, and I might not get it, but I really like that they like it, you know. And you kind of like get happy off of their happiness, and with their happiness, and it makes you like a more pleasant person to be around because you become genuinely interested in other people's success and happiness, and people can feel that, you know. They can tell when you really like want what's best for them, really want them to be happy, and yeah, it's like a cycle too. You kind of like feed each other. It's great. It's great. It's great. Um, so I don't want to rant too much about stuff. I've been ranting all night. My mouth is tired from talking. Thank you everybody for coming out. Thank you for hanging out. I had a lot of fun. Uh, how deep are you trying to make that hole? I'm going all the way to bedrock. That hole's going all the way to bedrock, and then it's gonna be more than that too. That's just like the main section of my base, but then I'm gonna do that again, like on all sides. You'll see. This is a very very long project. It'll end up being a 128 block circle to bedrock. Um, this first one is 64, so I need to do this. It's 64 by 64, but what I need to do is 128 block diameter, I think, and a circle. This is just the very center, and it's just where the bulk of my base is going to be. Anyway, yeah, we're ending. We're ending here. No raid because I'm too lazy to go and look for somebody to raid. Check out my YouTube because shorts are going up there. I don't know if I'll have one for tomorrow. I don't have one made right now. I usually make them in batches of like 5 or 6. Today was my last one, and since I was streaming, I didn't have time to make one. Maybe I'll whip one together here real quick before bed. But I think the shorts are fun. They only take like 10 seconds out of your day, and if you subscribe to me on YouTube, then I'm sure that YouTube will push it right into your shorts feed. I guess I post them to TikTok too. I'm a little behind on TikTok, but if you check me out there, you can find my shorts there too. I like shorts. I also like pants. That's a pretty shitty joke. Anyway, again, thanks to everybody who came out. I hope you all had fun. I hope to see you guys Friday. I can't remember what I've got planned for Friday. Let me look. Let me look. Let me look. Uh, uh, Friday it just says something weird. Schedules on Twitter. If I figure out what I want to do specifically on Friday before then, I will tweet about it. Otherwise, we'll do something weird with a hand cam. Maybe I have a big ass bowl full of metal. Maybe I'll super glue some metal pieces together and make a statue. Or maybe it'll be gaming. Who knows? Hope to see you guys there. Here, I guess, on Friday. And that's it. Have a good rest of your week, everybody. Get some rest, J Dog. Isn't it like 1 a.m. for you? Have a good night.